My man baby brother is finally facing the music after what happened in my family. The best way to describe my brother would be to tell you about the time he started crying because his breakfast was 10 minutes late. Or perhaps the time when he laughed at someone for offering him an actual job. My point being, he is a 31-year-old man baby who has been coddled his entire life by our parents. The first time I realized this was the case was when he was complaining that he had it rougher than homeless people because he had to drive to class at 8 a.m. That car was given to him by our parents, and his entire tuition was paid for. He dropped out anyway and has spent the past 8 years living in our parents' guest room and playing video games. I don't think that our parents are bad at raising kids, however, because me and my other two siblings are set for life. I only wish I could commend them on their 75% success rate. Last year, tragedy struck and my dad had a seizure. He was in the hospital for a very long time, and even now he requires care 24/7. It was really heartbreaking for us all. I tried to help out as much as I could, but had to eventually return to my work, which requires traveling to different countries. In the end, my mother ended up quitting her job to take care of dad. Me and my siblings thought that as long as we could support our mom financially, everything would be fine. Our man baby brother soon proved us wrong, however, and showed his true colors. I got a call from my mom a few weeks ago venting about his behavior. Apparently, he demands that she bring his dinner to his room even when she's with dad. He also doesn't help with any chores, and yells at her if she tries to reprimand him. I sympathized with her, but reminded her that this wouldn't have happened if they didn't coddle him for years. The entire situation is just so messed up, because everything seems to be collapsing all at once. She admitted that it was partly their fault he turned out this way, but didn't know what to do now as she can't take care of both him and dad at the same time. He was also exhausting the finances us siblings send over every month. So last month, we all got together and made a tough decision. To make sure dad can get the attention he needs, we are moving him to a care center with 24-hour service. We will sell the house and use the money to buy a new one for mom that's close to where dad will live. But in between all this, we won't provide any help to our man baby brother. He will have to fend for himself, whether it is finding a place to live, or getting a job to pay for living expenses. The longest he's held a job is 2 months when he was 23, and that was at a Walmart, so God knows he won't have it easy. But there's nothing we can do as it's finally time for him to pay for his laziness. A couple days ago, mom finally broke the news to him, and since she had been frustrated with his behavior, she didn't hold back at all. She basically packed all his stuff and told him to move out within a month. Little did we know, he would throw a legendary tantrum that would be remembered for generations to come.